was just under the other one. Okay. I forgot. Why is my stream disconnecting? Hello, stream. Why? It says I have excellent connection. Why are we having issues? Ah! Okay. She stares at you for a moment, and then she begins to laugh. Oh, you're so silly, mister. I didn't mean that I like him like that. That's so embarrassing. Besides, I think maybe he's a little old, you know? I'm gonna go cheer him up. This is a funny story. She bounds off, leaving you to ponder what happened exactly. Okay, then. Is my stream loading? Okay, yep. Alright, we seem good now. That's funny, he's removed the thingy from it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where's my mouse? Where is it going? Okay. Certain storm wells passed by old carcasses of the ship's gone. Long gone. Here's the area believes that it could be valuable to find. It seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Well, we're gonna go that way. I'm sorry, Rookie. The empty zoo has been much more animated even than usual. What is it, little one? Scurry! Tizu seems to think very delicious. Something very delicious is in these waters. He keeps on screeching. I don't think I've ever seen him like this. Wait, what is he? Just then, Tizu dives into the water and vanishes into the depths. Oh, I hope he can swim. He can, but he appears crestfallen when he finally returns, his claws empty. Disappointed with whatever he attempted to catch eluded him. Ray begins to sob uncontrollably. The two revel in each other's misery for a time. What? Why? Why you two? Like... You and your companions land at the Deathless Tempest. The stars demand that you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs, the knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need for you. Of you. Oh, but you do, and in turn the knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined. Let the knight join you, please. Can you believe this, Edwin? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the sea domain, that he shall serve you to the end. What about the worm's friends back there, the Pyre hearts? They are all base cowards. The knight can no longer abide these spineless characters, having witness true glory in our clash upon the hulk of oars. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, the night shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. It is not so that you seek passage to the north. With the night's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way across the storm for some long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Jodrell pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems as good as any we're going to get. Jodrell glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help them cross the deadly tempest, then he can come along for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. Oh, he's so cute! Look at him! Look how cute he is! He's so happy! Though, first, the knight requires your consent. Give unto the knight your blessing, in the name of the night winds, and thus shall he go forth. Yes? As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilwyn cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through his close encounter with him, you cling to some sense that he was where he is going, and that what he intends to do. Okay, cool. Bah. Determined to prove himself to you, the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Souls, and calls out to you. Master Eater, if you can hear this knight, then, he implores you now, lend him your guidance. The knight's objective ought not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Now, however, among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just. Thus, Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storms that rage to the north. Okay, okay, I see what he does. Hark, yonder lie the foul spawn of the unfathomed Florins, boil from the sea with their wrath. Okay. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them as a bar of passage through the downside's channels. Save the knight's own kind. Be gone now from here, friends. This night shall finish the Under King's oars settled. Okay. How do I... Uh-oh. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight? To your superior! Superior by rank, no longer. We are no longer a service of the Commonwealth. Last this night, check. Here you hold no sway over this night. Look! And have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? The knight has done what is required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured that this would be the ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why you dare squash this tempest for those night wings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come, fight this knight if you dare as well. Well, our pirate hearts banish him from this order. Okay. Yeah, okay. Where am I? I didn't know how to do that. As days went on, there is no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless, but then... Hail! This knight returns from the newfound tales to tell and the new scars to show for them. Sir Gelman stops wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, very image of a Worm Knight. Nice. And more importantly, the little tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As is on cue, the deadly tempest began to simmer and subside. Yay! Good job! Good job, Gilman. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if you would be all right with you, this knight would really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! He's so cute. Bid him welcome, yeah. Let's see here. I have a message. No, don't seem to. I think that was a message I already replied to. Okay. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. Most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ugh. And from that one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Oh! Childrell probably has a admirer now. Oh, I skipped that. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go! Voyage onward. Say, Turquoise... Yes, Ruki? What is it? That loot you're always carrying around, you know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here. If we could play a little tune to lighten the mood? Know what I mean? Aye, then let me see what I can do. Nice.
Sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine relies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise. place where Plurna scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides. The Titan met her end on its prow, forsaken by the tides. In death she leaves her stain on the place. The tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes 1,000 years gone by. Oh, oh,
Telling you, Supergiant, they outdo themselves with the fucking art and the music and everything. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. They're just so, such a talented company of people. They hire so many good people to work on their stuff. I just, love them. I love them so much. Love, 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 love. Black Basin. At last your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground. The land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Boop. Hello, Gilman. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader. This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this... I still don't know what that word is. Triumvirate continues to live up to this most feared reputation. I hope that's right. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in the most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law, described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and, perchance mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a little, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong. The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Under King Ors and his 7 friends deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Thus does this knight have confidence that Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming something of a chivalrous tune. This is his. We don't got any cobwebs in here. Oh, sorry. Itching my eye. Beep. Alright. You find Headwind has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far, and let us meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather traditional. Wait, territorial, not traditional. What the fuck? For your part, you remain by the Black Wagon and keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned or earlier. Hi everyone, I am back. I have come back. Ray returns from the east, little to report, save the word of the glowing molten rock. There is very, very hot. The knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilwyn, returns from the northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Curie! Titsu wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rocks nearby. Probably not, buddy. The little empty zoo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you near the wagon. There is a western pass that seems travelable. If we travel by light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whom may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam, though in my experience we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Terista? Yeah. The exiles of the high wing raiments. You may have no love for them inherently, but they have no qualms with me. For now, I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate with them? Headwing steps in with the lone minstrel, bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. We must, that much we can agree on. We'll decide how We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take rest of the afternoon and go and get our bearings. Jadrell glares at the sky as everyone else disappears. Alright. Mentor companion. Me? Of course. Please tell me something I don't know. And there is lots of it. You sit with Wei and go over the subtle aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense she is beginning to understand. Yee, that's what I was hoping for. The 8 scribes, they have inspired me, and now I feel that I've grown closer to them, maybe. Okay. Ravelings orb faster and farther than usual. Unslaughtered sheep. That one. The more I think on it, I think that I don't like being banished very much. True that, Ray. Okay. I'm gonna go with your drill on this. The shattered lands, the black shore, proved difficult for travelers, for the traverse for the black wagon. Jadrell searches for a solid path forward, to little avail. Fee on these blasted lands. How are we to proceed through this? Perhaps I may be of some assistance. This place is not so unfamiliar to me, nor are its hidden denizens. Please remain with the others and I will return, madam. I shall not be long. The minstrel disappears into the cliff before Jadrell can protest. In the meantime, you and she continue to keep watch, sensing unseen eyes. The last time one disappeared on us, we searched for him. That one disappeared on us. We searched for him for days. But this time he soon returns. I've secured safe passage to the nest of Teristia. We may proceed. Secure safe passage with whom exactly? Just when a winged woman dives down from the sky, she looks Jodrell up and down, and then she soars away without a word. The lone minstrel says nothing more either. Jodrell scowl deepens. For centuries, the Commonwealth withstood the the High Wing's raiments, treacherous assaults, thanks to soldiers such as she. Dang. We've got a lot of hope. We kept losing hope. At last you arrive at the nest of Tristia, where the next rite will soon commence. You cannot shake the feeling of unseen eyes watching the wagon's ascent, and remain watching now. Yay, page! Page, 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 page. Inspect. The Emperor lay here bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest and the folly of his rule over the country. Thus did he await his last embrace. It was the Imp Ha-Bad that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myr would come to search for him, some under employment of the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure he was dead. Ooh, I got chills. I got chills. Yeah, all the cobwebs are good too. Okay. You good there, buddy? Yeah? Okay. Let's go here. Oh, hey, you guys. What brings you way out here? No, wait. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Great taste. Felicitada os exclamatais. That should be good. Let me make sure this message actually isn't for me. Okay, yep, we're good. Boy! Oh, I didn't mean to go. I didn't mean to go back to him. You and your fellow You and your fellow exiles gather at the blasted lands called the Nest of Terista, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound from above. Ooh, she looks cool. Oh, she looks so cool. This then is the passes of the Nightwings. This is what passes for the Nightwings now. Such a ramble. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come to come for talk. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp swoops off as Jadrell glowers after her. It is only then that you realize another harp has come. She's quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's a mutual interest. You know not of my interests. Let me give you another shot. Hi, my name is Pinthia Thyan. Surely one back there was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We only met just now. Though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in the common with your ilk. Then Headwind shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jarrell. No, Headwind, you cannot be serious. Jordy, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by, however, did you make it all the way here across the sea? I didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I loathe to give away, Headwind, but you have set our course thus far, and I have followed, so do as you must. That sandalwood had better have an explanation for all this. Jadrell storms off as Headwind turns to you. What's your take on this, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask, and I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamthia, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, reader you are. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like and tell your comrade they're the truth of it, why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. She seems alright. Tell Headwind that you think the group should take its chance on Pamthia, and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jadrell will come around. He turns to Pamthia. I am Headwind, and we accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you hear me out. Conditions? Why sure, I love conditions or 2. First, after we finish here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and your friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jadrell, whom you met earlier. Brilliant! I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get along famously. I highly doubt that. Oh no, why is my internet unstable again? Now I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. You look up and see that she's right. Bid her welcome. Woo, I don't want to fight with a new person.
Reader, I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Trieste. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2. One from the Pyre heart, no less, and one...
Still says unstable though, so I don't know if it's gonna... Okay. Now it says I have excellent connection. Lovewind, are you still here? Because if you're still here, you could confirm for me. If you're hearing me. I think I lost all the viewer. Here. Okay, well, I'm getting audio back, so I'm gonna just continue on. Yeah, I've already done this. I've already done this. Okay.
Reader, I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Trieste. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with two. One from the Pyre hearts, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
Okay. Again, I did all this already.
Now we shall get started.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to do it because I chose her.
Tizo.
Do his best, yep. Okay. Hello there, reader. If I'm to be at your mercy in all of this, I'd like very much if you could minimize how often I follow the state of banishment. Quickly let me show you my sister's Raymond's can do.
Reader, you put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters? That seems entirely unwise. Even for you. Tread lightly around that exiled Pamitha. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
See, darling, we harps are not so bad. Now, I suppose we'd better get to work. Just don't understand Tathia over there. Trust that you'll do your best as you can. The Sky Sisters, Talon in formation. Where's my mouse?
There! The flame is stricken.
Titsu, was it? Tell me something. How you know how to fly? Kiri! Titsu is rather proud of his ability to flutter. Matter of fact. Listen up, my blood sister's there. She'll swoop right past you if you are careless. Kirby's altitude out down. Unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act.
The orb. I almost pity what transpired there. There it is.
What? W. Whoop. That was definitely not what I meant to do.
The orb slips from your clutches. Their pyre sputters.
I keep grabbing things in there.
One false move. Tizo takes the plunge. Too bad.
Dang it.
Now, toward their flames. Be gone now, Tamitha. With grace. There. The wings have served her true.
Damn you, Pamitha. You are no true Tywin. To think that you have the gall to call me sister still after everything you've wrought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think of my actions, however much they hurt you, have affected our familiar status. Look, I know I've wronged you. This is why I'm here. I don't know my side. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story. If I wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you have come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me. You see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone stay back.
What is it those two think they're doing? The rights are not the place to settle petty scores. So Tamitha's the better sister then. Let us continue in the customary way.
Fucking shit. See, I hate this. I hate that they make you do shit like after you're used to using a team.
Poor exile. And it is done.
Like, I don't understand it.
The Nightwings prevailed. They proved superior to their adversaries. Thus end this night's proceedings.
You Commonwealth filth, only through the traitor help could you have beaten us. You postpone the coming of our liberty, but we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You have found good company there, Tamitha. May you wither with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Tamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Harry tries to let Tamitha know that they are returning to the wagon. Sure, I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways. 'Twould appear that rookies not too old to
Faster,
learn new
stronger,
tricks.
and a little better looking too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? Alright, wait. The sprint during, right. Yeah, that's what I already do. Faster than usual, okay. After he banishes an adversary, can you have... I think it's gonna be this one.
Until the next right.
After defeating the Essence with Amplub, you and the others return to the wagon to consider your next move and how best to integrate Tamitha into the group. Do not worry, I will not be staying any longer than it takes. I like my fresh air, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust that the rites will cause my path and Tamitha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us now, Tamitha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Ruki? But Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since the first encountering your new guest. Tamitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon's wheels again. He runs off during this discussion. The minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask a moment of your time outside. There is something I may ask you about. Ask we go, here in the Black Basin, reader. By your leave, of course, and provided the stars allow it, would you look upon them for us, please? Yeah. You got it. Let's find out where we're going. That one, right there. That one was close. Hey, Worm. Welcome to the stream. The Glade of Liu. Directly due west. Then it is my client, has my client indicated. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood? He entrusts us with his wagon, this quest. What does he want from us? You may ask yourself. He awaits us wherever and waking wood due west. How do we find him? You shall find us. Ooh. It seems that you will soon finally meet Sandalwood. If At dawn, you should have crossed a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. She's got like a snake thing. You approach Pamitha, who has kept to herself since joining the small band. You sense that she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but when she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling? In those first moments we met, the vote of confidence in me which you relayed to the Headwind boy, I am grateful that you are willing to see past these wings. One of our kind's ancient enemies just happened to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I have business with my blood sister Tamitha, and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. Sure, we'll call her that. As to be a little quabble between us, well, it is a long story, all in all. One that is frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Okay. She'll run into her again, but maybe not too soon. But in time. We have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyways, happy to aid you in your quest, until such time, especially in the extent that it aids me in mine. Simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me, and besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Okay, well, whatever. Just wanted to talk to you. I was also tapping your thingy. I think that's actually what happened. Tap all the things. Sulfurmane, let us go. The wagon has hit a snag, descending the black crags. The wheel is stuck. Dodrell is not pleased. First this blasted little bird, now this. Though you lack Dodrell's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back into solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all the hassle. Thank you, Jordy. I'm guessing Sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He's very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward, only jogging slopes towards Waking Wood. Your companion, who explored ahead, advises on which the forked paths is best. Time to dig up something valuable here. Your talisman's here. I think we're gonna go this way, I'm sorry. Tamitha. Gilman is relieved to have at your decision to take the flatter of the two paths down the Black Crags, though nevertheless seems rather shaken by the step trip down. The knight mislikes these heights. For shame, Master Reader, you must take this knight for common craven coward. He buries his head into the soil. When at last you coax him back up, you see that he has an item of some sort. Aha! This knight did have you fooled there, did he not? He explains he'd find this item and was planning all along. Okay. Am I just... What's going on? Why am I out of frame? Why am I out of frame? Also, internet, why are you being such a dick? Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Waking Wood. It is there that Sandalwood is expecting you, however. Most puzzling. He must have met us here. He ought have met us here. He said he would find us himself. Aye. He was to find us at the edge of these woods. I'm supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be your guidance as always. The rights beckon and the rights take precedence above all. Surely he'll find us yet. Then let us keep moving. How do we go through these woods? The lone minstrel notes 2 possible paths forward from this point, though cautious that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. What's recited here? No, let's go there. Sandalwood is a master in rights, or used to be at least. Then, well, it is not my place to say. Doubtless he shall tell you in due time. Now, if only we could find him. He used to mentor his own companions in rights, not far from here. However, you find no trace of information anywhere nearby, and without his guidance you remain quite lost in the woods. The woods seem to be encroaching. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point. Ooh. Seems drawn to this location. I'm gonna go with Ray. Yeah, I'm having trouble with my stream today. The internet's not doing too well right now. The woods are so disorienting. At this point, you've decided to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be time to pursue your vocations. You know what? I don't want to do any of this. He was here. He was here. You mean Sandalwood, if I may ask? How can you be so certain? I think from this. It says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it means something. Ray produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At start, it seems like nothing of interest until you see a message carved into the inside. Ooh. Notify the group. So you think this message is from Sandalwood guy? Seems that way. Which way to Cider Route? Cinder Route. It is due west. Perhaps we could set forth early tomorrow and the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day tomorrow. Big day coming up. You find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites with... Ah! Yampasu to you too. You have found a relatively quiet clearing for the Book of Rites with an undivided attention. Through the gathering, greater understanding come the rites' influence. Reader's influence. Quickness. You concentrate on the knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together they compose the Book of Rites, along with the other many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within. You can't tell. Yay! Clarity. Great, continue journey. There it is. You You have arrived at the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again, the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hope of your companions are waning as you search through the area yields nothing. Then something startles little imp Tizu. Sway! Seems to be crying out in surprise he has spotted something or someone. You scared yourself with that one. Good! A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges towards him. And leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Hail Tizu, but you look famished here. This tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately, and with great pleasure. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Valford Sandalwood. It has been a long time, Valford. Sir. Too long indeed, Tukui. I trust that your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. He then turns to you. You must be the reader. I am certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my boy. Though we shall manage on our own from here on out. What? You're welcome to continue with us, of course, though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thank you as well for looking after my books. Consider what to say after all this. The game just did save, but I don't know if the choices actually really make a difference. I'd be tempted to be like, alright, bye! I'm heading out! Peace! I think I may just do that. I wanna see! He mutters some goodbyes to Hedwyn and the others and turn to leave when it seems no longer needed. Hold on. Valford, sir, I am Hedwyn. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We have followed the signs and that you left for us. Now, we're here, thanks to you, and also this reader. Not just the reader. He's our friend. My friend. He is not disposable. We made him a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Fulford smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you'd have come to grasp that much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems that we've started off on the wrong foot. It was not my wish to sour the occasion, for there is much to do. You have the right you need to get to, but do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere, for it seems your kinship with the reader of yours. Now then, Tarqui. I, Valford, sir. Come, let us have a chat. Of course, sir. Valford strides towards the black wagon which must belong to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. I guess. Oh no, you're fine, Worm. Your wagon cuts through the clearing to arrive at the Glade of Lugh. The stars directed you. Valford nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. Ah! Can we finally sell something? Oh, hey, you guys! Oh, yeah. Oh, hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Good day to you as well, Ron.
Chinchais. Below Chinchais.
You guys have a good day out there. He's got a pipe. Emperor Mur, scaredly could I recognize him when I found him. Half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, feared my emperor then in such a way as I never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he had already been fighting for his life. The little imp Habu, provided little help against the Sisters of Ash, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for this man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him. I sprang to his defense. Yeah, they're so hard to pronounce. As you approach Sandalwood, you feel something. You feel very much aware that you reside within his blackened wagon rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a moment, then, Turquoise, if you have a moment. Aye, Velford, sir, what is it? Just reader. You deem him worthy by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Velford, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrated with the others well. I believe that his achievements are self-evident by having reached the Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet he and the others followed them. Indeed, your words make sense as ever, Turquoise. I don't know how to pronounce that one. And what does little Teetsy think of him, I wonder? Scree indicates that the matter of fact he is happy to have you around. Aww. There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. High praises isn't often spoken by those two, my boy. Nevertheless, I shall be watching you. Now pardon us, Turquoise. I have matters to discuss. Or they have matters to discuss, yeah. They leave without another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look over the way over his shoulder. Tick, 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 tick. Alright, you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it for right now, and then I'm going to start up here in just a little bit once my husband gets home with the box tasting. So, yeah. Alright, I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye!